You walk into a room full of strangers. Nobody looks up. Nobody says a word. Your phone buzzes and you check it instead of the faces around you. That feels completely normal to you, but the real answer to what's happening in your body right now is stranger than that. Imagine a man from 40,000 years ago standing next to you in that same room. He is not amazed by your phone. He is not amazed by the lights, the glass windows, the moving cars outside. What actually stuns him is something else entirely. He is stunned by how alone you are while being surrounded by people. Let that sit for a second. Why would that be the shocking part? It is worth pausing here before going further. Most people assume an ancient human would be terrified by the modern world. Bright lights, loud engines, screens that talk back. That is the obvious guess. It is also the wrong one. Fear needs unfamiliarity, and this man is not a time traveller dropped into chaos. He is, biologically, you. Same brain structure, same nervous system, same hormones responding to the same triggers. The differences between you are not written into your bodies. They are written into your daily routines. So the shock he feels is not sensory, it is social. And that distinction changes everything about this story. To understand it, you have to understand what a brain like yours was actually built for. Your brain did not evolve in cities. It did not evolve for screens or elevators or crowded trains. It evolved in small bands, usually somewhere between 30 and 150 people, where everyone knew your name, your family, your debts, your fears. The British anthropologist Robin Dunbar studied this directly. He found that the size of a primate's social group correlates with the size of its neocortex, and for humans that number lands around 150 stable relationships. Not 150 acquaintances. 150 people whose lives were tangled with yours every single day. Now count how many people actually know you like that today. Not your followers, not your contacts list. The people who would notice if you disappeared for a week. For most people in modern cities, that number is shrinking, not growing. Isn't that strange? You have never been more connected on a screen and never less known in person. Here is where the ancient man's confusion turns into something sharper. In his world, being alone was not a lifestyle choice, it was a death sentence. A human by himself without a group could not defend against predators, could not share food during a bad season, could not raise children who would survive infancy. Survival was never really about individual strength. It was about the strength of your circle. This is why your body still reacts to loneliness as if it were physical danger. Elevated stress hormones, disrupted sleep, a nervous system stuck in a low simmer of alertness. The neuroscientist and stress researcher Robert Sapolsky has spent decades studying exactly this mismatch, showing that the same biological stress response designed to save your ancestors from a lion is now triggered by unpaid bills, unanswered messages, and sitting in a room full of people who feel like strangers. So when the ancient man looks at you scrolling through your phone in a crowded room, he is not looking at technology. He is looking at a member of his own species surrounded by potential allies and choosing, without even realizing it, to retreat into isolation. To him, that is the genuinely bizarre part of your life. Not the glass and steel around you, the distance between you and the human standing 3 feet away. But here is where the story bends again, because loneliness is only half of what he would notice. The other half is who is raising your children. For most of human history, children were never raised by 2 parents alone. They were raised by grandmothers, aunts, older siblings, and unrelated adults in the group, a system anthropologists call cooperative breeding. The primatologist Sarah Blaffer Hrdy has argued that this shared caregiving is one of the reasons human children develop such advanced social understanding so early. A toddler surrounded by multiple caregivers learns